There's so much to talk about. We're gonna walk through it because it's just spectacular. I mean, this is almost close to perfect building.
Welcome back, Pack. It's Eric and Argenis from WolfSteel Buildings, and we have a very awesome, valuable video for you guys today. We're gonna price a 30 by 50 out there in Canyon Lake. I like to tease Argenis a lot about this. He stays hot in Hill Country. I call him the king of Hill Country. If you're new to the channel, Hill Country consists of Blanco, Fisher, Marble Falls, Canyon Lake, Wimberley, all those little small towns in between Austin and San Antonio. But looking back at it, how do you feel about this project, Argenis, that you sold a while back?
Yeah, honestly, it's honestly such it's a privilege to be a part of projects so nice as this one. Honestly, I've been in the company for about almost a year and a half, and it's still very surreal to see buildings come to life, to be a part of something and actually see it come to life as the client envision it is honestly such a good feeling.
Yeah, awesome. And speaking of this amazing project, this project is very, very awesome to its last detail. It's like you're buying a Ford F-150, but then you go for that F-150 King Ranch. You know, it's a very amazing building. The 2-foot overhang, the color combination, which is the burnished slate and the ash gray. Well, there's so many cool features about this project. We're gonna take you guys back to the process. We're gonna give you the price in the beginning, and then I'll be asking Argenis his process with his client, so you at home can get an idea of what the sale process looks behind the scenes, okay? So before we move along, let's not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button to stay updated on all WolfSteel Building videos. What do you say, Argenis? Let's get this video started?
Let's get going.
Let's get it. All right, Pack, so let's get this pricing video started. But before we do that, let's go back in time, as I like to say. I like going back in time, you know? But let's go back in time, Argenis, and go through that sales process. I believe this was last April, right? That you guys made first contact with the client.
Yeah, it was around March, April. Yeah, so the client reached out to WolfSteel Buildings. He was in need of a metal building to store his toys, his storage, you know, as one does. I was lucky enough to assist the client. He reached out to us and we went through the whole process from start to finish. We discussed the building design, we discussed the colors, we discussed the needs. This building has a lot of customization on it. We went into detail from start to finish on everything. I do want to say I'm the sales department. I help, and my job is to help the client decide what they want, decide what they need, and make sure it fits and makes sense to their budget. After me, and there's a lot of multiple amazing crews that we have, or building crew, or designer crew, or permitting crew. They pretty much go they go with the client from start to finish with the process after the sale. So I do want to give them a shout out.
Hey, that's very correct, Argenis.
Yeah.
Big shout out to our design team, our site team, our building, our permitting team. We all come in as one to make this a reality. That's what makes WolfSteel Buildings very special. But speaking of budget, Argenis, how much was this building total project cost?
So yeah, this building with all the specs that you see right now, everything you see on for the building is a red iron welded structure. This price includes delivery, it includes erection, it includes material, it includes taxes and equipment. Keep in mind, our craftsmanship is top notch. This price is $93,262.84.
And this is for everything that you're seeing on screen. So it's a 30 by 50, 1,500 square footage. We have 16 foot on eave height, standard 312 pitch.
2 feet overhang.
2 foot overhang.
Spray foam.
Spray foam, 1 inch all around. That's roof and walls. Painted with their color gray. We do offer 3 colors, right, Argenis?
Yes, sir.
Which is
black, white, and gray.
Gray.
Really, really, really cool.
In my biased opinion, gray is the way to go.
Yeah, it's very nice. And then they also keep in mind the garage doors, so the client selected, the garage doors are steel back insulated, which is the best type of insulation we offer for garage doors. So a lot of customization went into this building with this client, so keep that in mind.
Aside from just being a metal building, our Genesis client, he maxed it out to make it look nice as possible, with the spray foam, all the accessories, the 2 overhead doors, insulated overhead doors right in front of the building that make it stand out very awesome. One is a 12 by 14, and the one on the right hand side is a 10 by 8 with high tracks, and the other one does have a standard high track. The smaller one has a vertical track. The only thing that we're not including on here is the site prep. And why is that, Argenis?
Just because honestly, it's very hard to put a number on site prep. When clients call, we work in a lot of parts of Texas, and it's funny because you can be an hour away from a site and it could be a completely different site. So it's really hard to include a price on a number on site prep. Every site is different. So that's why we just give the price of the building, because that should be the same. But for site preparation, it's it all depends on your site.
Yeah. So when you're talking to a client, Argenis, and you're giving these quotes, right? You can give the quote for the building. You can give the quote for the concrete, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For the concrete foundation.
Yes, sir.
But for site preparation, that's very impossible.
Correct.
To give you an exact price, just because many factors come into play.
Correct.
We need to know if we can even build it, right?
Correct.
If we can even build it on your land. We need to check how off level you are, how much dirt we need to bring. So all those factors come into play, right, Argenis, when you're giving these quotes? Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. Well, most clients know they can build their building on their land. Is how much or what's the scope of work needed for that building to be there. The beauty of us, the WolfSteel Buildings, is that we have the tools and the access to provide clients like this with a price that is solid. It's not an estimate, it's a price. We're able to provide you the price for the building that includes delivery, erection, and taxes. We're able to provide you the price for the concrete, but we just need to do a site visit to provide the price of the site preparation. But yes, that's the beauty of us. We're very quick on doing that to the clients.
Yeah. Something that we forgot to mention along with that price, Argenis, is the gutter system.
The gutter system, man.
Yeah, that looks amazing, right?
It does.
Do you suggest the gutters on every building?
Absolutely, brother. Gutters is honestly for the longevity of your structure and concrete. Gutters is a no-brainer. Absolutely, of course, if it fits the budget, absolutely go ahead and I would recommend it. But gutters do come standard for our buildings.
For red irons, yes.
But they can be removed if requested, of course. But they do come standard, yes, sir.
Damn, bro. I want to buy a building from you now, bro. That's Argenis, everyone. If you guys see me on the videos, if you guys are new to the channel, we do have 6 sales teams, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is the Alpha Wolves. We have the Dream Team, the Texas Lobos, the Shadow Wolves, the Quote Busters, and we have one new member that just joined the team. We're working on his name right now. But yes,
we're growing.
And so it's whenever I say this project was sold by, this is what I'm referring to. We do have 6 different teams, and they all have their unique names, that go along with the WolfSteel brand. So that's something very cool that we have here at WolfSteel Buildings. It's like something that motivates everybody to sell.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go back to the building. Let's go back to Canyon Lake. You've been very popular out there, man.
Man, I have. Honestly, it's really cool. I think there's just a lot of clients over there in that area that just like they see the properties, they see the buildings, they see that metal buildings are very popular there, and a lot of clients do have a lot of toys in that area, so they reach out and yeah, it's been awesome.
You sold the black and white building. I believe that one was a 40 by 60.
40 by 60
with the 612 pitch.
The 612
right?
pitch. Yeah.
And then the neighbor saw that building and he wanted one too. I believe they just finished that one. I think that was a 30 by 40.
30 by 40.
White and black too, right?
It's white and black, yes sir. Yes sir. They saw the building, they reach out. Yeah, it happens a lot when clients look at a building, they look at the construction, they reach out to us.
Every time I go down to make a trip down to Hill Country or like that Canyon Lake area, I'm driving down the road and I'm like, oh, that one was sold by Argenis. Oh, that one was sold by Argenis. You're very popular out there, man. Congratulations to you, Argenis.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
But let's go back to the building. Let's talk about the accessories on the building. Let's talk about the point of entry on the side. We have a 36 by 84 steel insulated door, and these are standard for our red iron projects, right, Argenis?
Yes, sir, they are. Every red iron building, when you request a walk-in door, it will automatically be a metal insulated walk-in door. That's the only option that we offer for metal buildings, unless you provide your own walk-in door, and we do the frame out and we can install them for you.
But what rule do we have, Argenis, when the client provides their own door?
Great question. So whenever the client provides, we offer the option to provide your own windows and walk-in doors. They have to be on site. They have to be on site when we're constructing the building, just to make sure the frame out is correct and make sure we can safely install the walk-in doors and the frame out.
So, like Argenis just said, if you're providing your own walk-in door or windows, please make sure you have them the day of the erection process or the day before the erection process as well. That way our builders can see in hand and with their own eyes how exactly do they need to build those frame outs. So that's very key to know. So we talked about the dimensions of the buildings, right? The 30 by 50, 16, 312 pitch. We talked about the walk-in door. Now let's talk about those accessories on the front side of the building, which are those overhead doors.
Man, that's so nice. So for overhead doors, I do want to mention and point out that we as a company offer a lot of options. We do offer double pane windows. We do offer metal walk-in doors, as we mentioned, and we do offer roll-up doors and garage doors. This client, and if you want to insulate your structure, we highly recommend doing garage doors. There's 3 options of insulation for the garage doors. I'm sorry, 2 options. You can get a normal garage door with non-insulated. You can get a garage door 6.8 insulation, and you can get a steel bag insulated garage doors, which are the best type of insulation that we offer. This client chose with the steel bag insulated garage door, which is awesome.
With openers, right?
With openers, and he chose different color because they come standard white, but we do have different colors on the garage doors that we offer, and also different designs.
I think he chose black on the front side, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, they're black overhead doors.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
All right, Argenis and everybody watching us at home. So we're gonna break down that price, right? We gave you guys the total project cost in the beginning of the video. Now let's give you the building cost alone, right? So that's building, the walk-in door, the windows, the two-tone wainscot, and the overhead doors. And that price comes out to be $62,424 with 84 cents. Now, that includes equipment, sales tax, delivery, and labor. And it's very good to know that for red irons, equipment is always needed, right, Argenis?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. For red irons, equipment is always needed for the installation of the building.
Aside from the doors, which were my favorite, and the color combination, Argenis, man, it's just very, very nice. The detailed work, the craftsmanship that went behind the spray foam job. If you haven't seen the video, please go check out that video of the final tour Bill and I went out there to make. The spray foam job on this project was phenomenal. It was top notch. Very, 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 very amazing. So that spray foam was 1 inch all around, and we painted that gray. And that price comes out to $11,863 with 0 cents. Again, that's 1 inch spray foam, close up, right?
Close up, yes, sir.
All around, and the client decided to upgrade it to paint it gray. Now, before I forget, I'm always forgetting about the concrete, bro. But before I forget, we also did the concrete on this project, and it's a 30 by 50 dimension, 4-inch concrete foundation. And what's the price for that concrete?
Great question. This is the price for the concrete of the building. This client does have a couple of options, such as approaches and such. This price does not include that. It's just the concrete of the building. It's $18,975. That includes it's a red iron building, so that includes us putting the welded plates embedded into the concrete. That includes our vapor barrier, notch details, rebars, footings, everything that's included on a concrete that we have standard, which we follow engineer standards. It's included on that price.
Yeah. So as Argenis mentioned it before, we're giving you the price for the concrete foundation, which is the 30 by 50. But something that we just can't give you the price is for the concrete approach, because it varies everywhere, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It does. It varies on how long you want it. It varies also on your site, because we want to make sure it's sloped as an approach, as a driveway. You want to drive through it. So it varies, yes, sir.
Yeah, and for this one, it did have some grading, and it did have some slope because the client did have a drainage plan. I'm not sure if you guys recall, but in the video, please go check it out. In the video, we do have a drain pipe right under the concrete approach. So this varies, and that is why we cannot give you guys a full price on the approach.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
that
sir.
goes along with the site prep as well,
Yes.
because it all varies on your location and the type of project you have on your hands. Now, let's get the inside scoop, Argenis, on this whole project. Like, how did it feel for you to see this building come to life? I know you and your client down from Hill Country were working on this project for at least what, 8 months?
Yeah, some very close to that. Honestly, times go but like that. times go like this whenever you helping clients. So yeah, no, from start to finish, our job as a salesman and as a project leader, it's for me to provide the client all the information they need and they're asking for, and also provide them insight of what they might need or recommendations from other clients or other projects that we've been involved with. So honestly, it's such an amazing process for this client specifically. From start to finish, we went over pretty much the whole scope of the building. We have amazing tools as salesmen where we can provide clients as a price, a design, an illustration, because a lot of clients are visual appealing, which is they want to see what they're paying for, which is very exciting. And we have tools to show that to the clients, and when we nail down the design, the price, everything looks good for the client, we go ahead and get this project going and proceed with everything else we do with the project.
Very nice, said Argenis. And again, I go back to where WolfSteel Buildings excels. Anybody can sell a metal building, Argenis. Anybody.
Yeah,
Anybody
true.
can sell you that, but what are you selling apart from that? You're selling them an experience.
Absolutely.
We're taking a headache away from you guys.
Absolutely.
We handle permitting, processing. We are your GC pretty much when it comes down to fabricating or installing your building, which is red iron or tubular. We take away that headache from you. Aside from that, we're selling you quality, right?
Yeah, we are great quality. Our craftsmanship, it's very, very good. I will say that our teams and the people that we use to build our buildings and do our concretes are the best in the market. We definitely make sure we provide the best service possible.
And this is a perfect example, right here.
Yeah,
this is a perfect example of all the hard work from all the parties involved, from the sales team all the way to the last screw that was installed from our installers. You know, it's all about craftsmanship, dedication, loyalty that we show to our clients here at WolfSteel Buildings. You know, but speaking of tubular buildings, Argenis, I know sometimes in your sales process you like to give your clients 2 quotes. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like their job is to make sure it makes sense to the clients. And the beauty of us is that we do have a lot of options on how we can provide you a building. We offer tubular buildings, we offer red iron buildings weld up, and we offer red iron buildings bolt up.
Yes.
So if one doesn't work with your budget, we go ahead and provide you another price to see if that works with the budget.
We don't give up on you, right?
No, we try to make it happen.
We try to make it happen.
Absolutely.
Whatever works for your within your budget, you know.
Yes, sir.
But let's give our viewers a price, same accessories, same dimensions, but in tubular. Let's tell them how much this building would be, everything included, but in tubular.
Yeah, tubular structure, yes, sir. So the price of this building as a tubular structure with everything, we match everything. A couple things that we'll point out, such as tubular buildings do not have a 2 feet overhang. They don't have a custom overhang. They come standard with 6 feet, 6 inches overhang around the building. And when you have gutters and downspouts, it's approximately 1 foot. But with that being said, the price of that is $83,653.
Yeah. So we'll compare the two. We'll put our red iron price right here or above my head, and then we'll put the tubular price on top of our Genesis head or on the right hand side of the screen, and then we'll compare them both. Again, one is red iron, one is a tubular structure. One might be a little bit more than the other. It all boils down to the type of labor that goes behind the scenes. In red irons and weld ups, there's a lot of fabrication on site.
Yes, sir. So it's more labor, more time.
Yeah.
That's why
it's a little bit more of a longer process.
Yes, sir.
Now, compared to the tubulars, everything is prefabricated at our manufacturing shop. So when it shows up to your site, all they're doing is putting it together. A timeline on the size of this building for erection, I'd say it would take them, what, 5-6 days to install?
Approximately, yes, sir. Depends on
Weather permitting, you know, of course.
Of course.
But I'm just giving you guys an inside scoop on the different timelines.
Yes, sir.
On the red iron, I believe this project took them about 4 weeks to install. I'm not talking about the accessories and all the overhead doors and the spray foam, because that's a whole different entity, right? I'm just talking about the erection of the building. For this project, it really took about 3 to 4 weeks. If it would have been a tubular, we're talking about a week. So you see the difference, and that's exactly what our Janice will talk to you on the phone. He'll give you options, right?
Absolutely. I do want to say, and I want to emphasize that neither building is better than the other. They're both great options. Tubular buildings and red iron buildings are great options. It really depends where you get them from, of course. But when we provide the structure, they're both great options. There isn't a better or worse. It's just preference, and of course, budget. Of course, if you can make it happen or not. So there's a lot of factors to it, but there's absolutely not a better or worse structure. They're both great options.
Yeah, great options. And if you're concerned at home about the size, we have built wide span tubular structures, tall buildings. I'll show you guys on screen the couple of projects that we sold. So you don't have to worry about that. Everything's engineered to the wind ratings, right, Janice?
Yes, sir. Everything is engineered. Everything is for tubular buildings, and for red iron buildings, weld ups, we follow engineer standards.
Awesome, Argenis. That's very amazing. Glad you were back on the channel. I'm glad we had this little chit chat about the sales process over there in Hill Country. I love saying Hill Country. But yes, very amazing, valuable information, Argenis. What goes behind the sales process?
Yes, sir.
But yes, again, Pac, thanks for watching. This was a pricing video and inside scoop from Argenis from the Alpha Wolf sales team. Again, Pac, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.